Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. Nearing the midway point of this season, week 5 in our coverage of EA Sports College football. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Clemson Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Hurricanes headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Inside, it's Johnson. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game. I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They're working that left side. At the 45 on its way. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
I love when offenses see defenses and read them. Nice job. Defenses sitting back on 3rd and long, playing soft coverage. Get the ball to your playmaker. Let him do the rest. Nice job seeing it. Nice job executing by this offense.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
He wants to change this route. He'll try it again. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
To the air on 2nd down. Got a man. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Tigers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Now on the option. Now the pitch. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Got his man on the outside. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, a short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on 3rd down. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
And I think that's going to be a frustrating drive for this offense, man. You move the ball on your first possession right down the field, and you choose to be aggressive, and you choose to go for the touchdown. But now you get nothing out of this possession. The defense gets the stop. They get some momentum going in their favor.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job of
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. The play action fake. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
Mensah. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's got it on the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Pringle. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. A little release to the back. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A methodical drive.
Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback may change this route. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Goalpost tapping you on the shoulder. Just take care of the football here. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Wants to bring it back.
Scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a...
And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Back has it. Here's a little room there. Got enough for the first. Into the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he tacked on the extra point.
Miami 30, Clemson 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard.
And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Here's Mensah to throw. Makes a catch. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, I guarantee you one thing, and at halftime with the big lead, there were no conversations about, hey, let's run the ball, let's slow it down, let's bleed the clock, keep our defense fresh. They are staying aggressive. They're trying to add to this lead, and with this quarterback, I do not blame you. Keep chucking the pill.
Makes the grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Canes.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is good.
Miami 37, Clemson 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet young.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds a man in the middle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to throw it again. Firing to the right, complete. Turning it on! All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up, and another great job that time in coverage.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial.
Snags it and he's open. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
The Tigers have it with a first and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Johnson. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're...
And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown. And this is a pretty big gamble. From the gun, looking for a man. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Complete downfield. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And they decided to go for it. They decided to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. So Miami signals for a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Maybe a crease.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line. 1st down. The give to the left. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. At the 20, he's got space. Smashes through the tackle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
The run inside. It's Pringle. Got enough for the 1st. Finds a crease at the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. That pass is incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
And this is a tough time for this offense.
And, guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires on the move. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have...
He's looking deep. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He's going for a big play downfield. Goes right through his hands, falls to the ground, and they have also dropped this game as the clock strikes 0.